Alright, so here are my people that I'm going to be doing my briefing in front of.
Oh, it's going.
Alright, so take a moment and go back to when you were a kid. What did you want to do when you grew up? Did you want to be a cop, firefighter, teacher, professor, scientist, or a professional athlete? I always pictured myself being a sports athlete. Through sports, you can express your emotions internally and externally. You can do this in a number of ways, specifically playing, writing, or watching sports. Playing baseball was my sport of choice when I was a kid growing up, starting from t-ball all the way up to Pony League. I normally played the infield because I wasn't fast enough to chase down fly balls as the other guys were. I stopped playing baseball when I had metal cleats go through my left shin. I was playing and blocking third base as the guy attempted to steal. As I tagged him out and he finished his slides, his cleats went through my leg. After joining the military, I found myself pretty active getting involved in numerous softball leagues since they don't allow baseball inside the military. It started out with just base leagues, but then as you get to know people, you expanded to off-base leagues. So I was in about 5 or 6 off-base leagues when I was down in Florida. Being involved in these leagues, you got to meet new people that shared a common interest as you did by playing sports. Now that we talked about playing sports, I'm going to talk about another aspect, which is writing about my hobby of sports. After getting injured growing up, instead of pursuing baseball in high school, I opted to join the high school newspaper staff where I could be involved in sports. So for 3 years, I was in charge of the sports section of our school newspaper. In doing this, I was able to keep involved in something that I enjoyed playing, but in this case, I had to do it while writing. Even though it was different than playing, I was still able to attend games and express my own thoughts on paper while covering the different types of sports throughout high school. After attending the weekly games, you would interview certain players that had an impact on the game to include coaches to get their thoughts about what happened in the game. Then came the hard part. I would have to then come up with different creative ways on how to tell the story about how the game actually happened. So from time to time that took a while to learn how to do, but after a while it became easier. Lastly, another way you get involved in sports is by supporting your sports teams. This includes both watching them and going to the games in attendance. As you can see from my visual aids here, I've got different types of things. I have bat and gloves and baseball glove for when my days were back and playing baseball. And then I have my sports team hats here that I like to root for while watching their games on TV, as poorly as they do. There's no better feeling to don your team's memorabilia and cheering them on. By watching sports, you're able to show your emotions internally or externally. You show your emotion by the expressions not only on your face, but then again by your verbal cheers and jeers. In conclusion, sports are a passion of mine that I will always find time for in one way or another. I do this in a variety of ways, such as being active and participating in sports, whether it's writing about sports or simply watching and supporting my teams. I now challenge you all to find something that you all enjoy doing and make time for that hobby of yours. Is it still going?
Mm-hmm.
And then here are the 3 people that are still here.